Well, my children hadn't been out of the house very long, off to university, when they were calling home and saying, Mom, how do you make such and such? And do you have a recipe for... I should have been doing more of what Shelley Calcagno obviously has been doing, at least last night with your children.
Oh, yes.
Shelley, our Director of Family Ministries, is bringing us up to speed on more meaningful time when we are home.
Yes, well, I think I've read lots of studies that say kids who have families who have meals together, how important that is for development for kids. So we value that in our family. And I also think it's good to get kids in the kitchen and cooking and learning how to prepare things. And, you know, every day at 10 o'clock, I get a text from my son asking what's for dinner. So food is important to everybody. So
and your kids are much younger, but they will reach that stage when they're out there on their own.
Yes.
And they want to have what Mom made, but
yes.
you know, in the house I grew up in, we got to peel potatoes in low dishes,
yes.
but maybe not be part of the process.
Yes.
How to.
Yes, hands-on. It's really good. So we have a number of dishes here that we're just going to talk about. The first one that I did, and I just made this last night, it's apple cinnamon oatmeal.
Everybody's smelling this one.
Yeah, it smells really good. And what I love my crock pot. I probably use my crock pot a couple times a week just because it's so easy. I put my dinner in the morning, I come home, supper's ready, but it's the first time I use it for a breakfast dish. And I like it because you can, like mornings can be really crazy at home, so it's kind of nice to wake up and there's a nice smell of breakfast already ready in the crock pot.
So when do you start that? I mean, it doesn't need hours and hours, does it?
No, I turned it on around 11 o'clock last night, so it worked good. And what's in this dish is steel cut oats and coconut milk, which I added last night, and apples chopped up, and cinnamon, and you can add flaxseed if you like. So it's very healthy and it's a good start to the day.
It's ready when you get up?
Yeah, that's what I really like.
Great, the coconut milk, dairy-free, steel cut oats really are cut above.
Yeah.
That's how I started my day.
Yes, it's good. So that's a good way to start the day with your family. So moving on, in our house too, we're Italian. Well, my husband's Italian, so pizza is a big deal. So I made some homemade pizza pockets here. So that was really fun, and I like this because kids can really get involved and help make these. I did buy the dough, but if you like making your own dough, you can do that. And so the kids from the very beginning, from just kneading the dough and rolling it out, and then just picking what they like to put inside. So it's really fun, and everyone can make their own personalized
pockets.
Yeah.
Now these don't come in this shape. You cut those yourself?
Yes, we cut those ourselves. Yeah. So, and I was yesterday at the grocery store, and they were making little, even tiny pizza pocket bites.
Oh,
so
cute.
They were really cute too. So there's lots of options, and again, really hands-on. Kids can get involved. A good family night activity, I think.
I
making
like that.
your own pizza pockets.
Lots of fun.
Yes. So next I have monkey bread. Actually, monkey bread muffins. So this was really fun to make too. And for this, all I did was I bought some pre-made biscuit dough, and you just chop it up into little pieces, and then you dip it in butter, and you roll it in cinnamon and brown sugar, and then I just put them in the little paper cupcake holders and bake them in the oven. And then when they're done, and this is the part that's not the healthiest, but you drizzle sweetened condensed milk over top of them.
Is that icing looking stuff on there?
And so they taste really, really good. So
this wouldn't be on the Canada's Food Guide.
No,
plan,
that's a special
treat. The fun treat.
Yes, and again, that's something that's good for the kids because they can help cut it up and then put them in the little cupcake holders. So it's just another fun thing where kids can be involved in the kitchen. So, and these are good too. I mean, I wouldn't feed them to my kids all the time, but as a treat, they travel well in lunch, in your lunch bag. So. Yeah.
Different version on a cinnamon bun.
Yeah, it smells like a cinnamon bun too.
Yes, it does.
Yes, and then lastly, just really easy, some fruit kebabs.
And really healthy.
And really healthy, yes. And I love making fruit. I just think they look really cute. And the kids can help assemble them, and they're good. I think they're fun for parties, but also just if you want to, sometimes kids get just kind of bored eating in the same way, the same style all the time. So that's just a different option, Here's your fruit on a stick, and I have some Cool Whip there with yogurt mixed into it just to make a little dip. So
Cool Whip and yogurt
mixed together makes a yummy little dip.
All this brings back memories of the princess teas that you had at the church, Shelley, and always fruit sticks.
Yes.
Always the fruit kebabs, and the little kids love them.
Yeah, they're fun. I think they look really fun. So yeah, a few different options here, and I just think anytime you can spend with your kids doing whatever, even if it's cooking in the kitchen. I think it's valuable. I know for our kids, like pizza night's really significant at our house over the years because we've done it for so long. So just building those traditions and teaching kids how to be comfortable in the kitchen and how to cook in the kitchen and having mealtime together is really, really valuable.
So important. All the surveys show. Another one that was very disturbing to me talked about the study where they had families that did get together at meal time, but then they all went to their separate screens to partake.
Yeah.
And I just think this is something that establishes that tradition of engagement.
Yes.
We need face-to-face time like we need air and water.
Yep.
So try to get that one meal a day where you pull it off.
Yeah, and have significant conversation during that time. It's a great time. You know, we used to do, what's your favorite part of the day when my kids were little? And it just, opened up conversation, just to connect with each other. So, yeah.
Oh, thanks for keeping us focused on the right things, starting right from the kitchen, Shelley. And you're going to want some of these recipes, aren't you? And we have them for you. Crossroads360.com, and lots more good things from Shelley Calcagno.